Alright everyone, this is my first attempt to do a quick little video while playing a little online poker here at PokerStars. This is me right here. I have not played a hand yet. I will be in the big blind the next hand, and we're playing 25 cent, 50 cent, no limits, 6-man cash game. This is a $50 max buy-in. First thing you notice, the guy on my left has a big stack. Not a huge fan of that. I normally rather sit right here in comparison to this guy. But the table had 50+% players seeing the flop on a $13 average, which at 50 cent, a quarter 50 cent no limit is a pretty juicy looking average. Looks like there could have been some donkeys that doubled that this guy stacked, but we'll see what goes. It's early. I'm going to play pretty conservative here, but I am going to bump ace jack up to $2 to go. Actually, I'm going to make it $2.50. See who really has a hand here. It looks like it's a pretty loose table, like I thought. So if I don't hit this flop pretty hard, I will be slowing down. That's a good flop for me. I'm going to go ahead and bet out about $6 as a continuation bet. Try to get any flush draws out of the way. I think my hand's good here. And I take down the first pot. We don't show. Alright, let's see what the table does. Looks like they tightened up a little bit, and I get a simple raise here. 10-4s. Suited. Sorry, pitch it. This guy only has $12 too, so it's not like I can flop a flush and bust him for a stack. It's going to mean anything. Even if he had a full stack there, I wouldn't call a raise with 10-4 suited out of position like that. Alright, I got a call here to 2, call here. This is a loose call, but I like playing these small suited connectors from the button in what looks like it's going to be a multi-way pot. Let's see if we flop big, which we did pretty big. Let's see what happens, and there goes my cell phone. I'm going to have to call them back. Alright, it's been checked around. To me, it looks like here, got a $1.50 bet here, which is not enough. Let's see if we can make it enough to find out if anybody's hiding with anything. Got a nice little redraw here if we do get called, which we do from the big stack. So let's see if we can hit a 2 or a 7. Alright, that's a little bit of a scare card for me, but I don't think this guy has much of a hand as he's checking that flop. He is likely to calm me down, so I'm going to try to bet enough to see where he's at. And he gets out of the way, and I take down another pot. Probably had the best hand. Alright, I ain't even bothering with this hand, but let's see what everybody else does. Jack 3 is just not a hand you can play at any time. I would not be putting much money in this pot with Jack 3 right now. A $1 bet there is not enough, regardless if you have pocket jacks at this point in time, because you are not wanting another card like the 10 to come out. Now, anybody with a queen sitting there, a guy hit his ace, a pair of 10s, the guy had to open in a straight draw, and he bet $1. I guess he's trying to build the pot, but what are you going to do? You're going to get raised there by an ace jack or something on the flop. It's a bad bet, in my opinion. If you're going to bet more than that. Muck that garbage. See what the other folks do. It's a check fest so far. Remember, we are playing six-handed. In position, you've got to step up the aggression. People are seeming pretty timid and weak, like this check fest here. Take some stabs at those medium-sized pots and fire some continuation bets when you see opportunities. A pair of fours. 4-9 takes that down from the big blind. 7 jack under the gun. Suited. Toss it. Would have flopped trips. Should have played it, huh? No. Keep tossing that to the muck. Somebody here with pocket tens would have cracked it or something. It's online, remember. It's rigged, obviously. Alright. Let's see what everybody does. I wouldn't mind seeing a free flop. I might even call a small raise here with 9-10 offsuit. And look at there. We get to see it for free. We flop second pair. It's a reasonable flop. I might call a small bet. I'm not going to bet out and build the pot for somebody with an ace or with a nice flush draw. That guy there looks like he's betting a 10, to be honest with you. But there's no point in me getting mixed up in this hand. There's too many out there that can beat me. And I've been playing pretty aggressive, so it doesn't hurt to check and fold. Medium little hand like 10-9 on that board. He was under the gun and limped in. He probably had a suited ace. Alright, just stole it. Alright, I got raised here by this guy. He's only got $5. Not that I'd play 9-6 offsuit. Remember, in playing shorthanded no limit, it's good to be the aggressor pre-flop, not the caller. You want to see flops in position with hands that can hit flop big and try to stack somebody. And also you want to bet your strong hands relatively hard, just enough to keep the draws out. And depends on your table too, the size of your bet. I like to bet anywhere from half the pot up to the size of the pot, depending on the texture of the flop. The more coordinated, the more I need to bet to get the draws out if I have a strong hand or if I'm bluffing. Alright, toss it to the garbage. We're up $20 so far. Probably only going to play for another few minutes as I test my first video playing here on PokerStars. If you guys aren't playing at PokerStars, it's now the largest online site in the world since Party Poker closed down to U.S. players. But it's where we do a lot of our playing here, along with a few other online sites that we'll shoot videos with as well. We'll probably play till the big blind gets back to me, and call it a video. It's getting late. Alright, this is a pretty textured board too. Couldn't call that a draw to either one of the nuts here. And probably not successfully there either. You were not getting proper odds if you were not to Raja. Alright, Queen Tray. Let's see what I'm doing with that. Alright, this guy's going to take forever, so we're going to call it a session here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see. We'll do more of these. This is Spry with kickasspoker.com.